Hi class, today's lesson is lesson 8-1, the first unit of the first lesson of unit 8. Our purpose for today is to identify figures by their geometric terms, and we're going to learn 5 new terms and their definitions. The first term is point, and it's represented by this little dot. I'm sure know what a point is, but here is our definition. It's an exact location that has no size. Second term is a line. A line is a straight path that has no thickness and extends forever. Please go ahead and draw this figure. It's a line segment with arrowheads on either end, meaning it extends in either direction infinitely. A plane. A plane is a flat surface that has no thickness and extends forever. You can think of a plane as a piece of paper. A flat piece of paper. It has no thickness, although a piece of paper really does. And when I use this particular tool, I can illustrate that it does go on forever. This piece of paper continues to extend past what you see in the illustration. Line segment. We know what a line is. A line segment is part of a line made up of two endpoints and all the points in between them. So if we look at the line segment here, it does not extend in opposite directions forever. It has an end on this side, has an end or end point on this side. That's a line segment. Array. Array is part of a line that starts at an endpoint and extends forever in a single direction. Here's the endpoint. We have one arrowhead indicating that it extends forever in that one direction. It says use a diagram to name each geometric figure. 3 points. The way we name points is simply by the letter. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I'm just going to name 3. And I'm going to name C, point C. I'm going to name point A. And I'm going to name point B, which just happens to be the intersection. There are 2 lines. B asks us to find 2 lines, or actually to name 2 lines, and there are 2 lines here. You can see that their arrowheads extend forever in those opposite directions on that line. We can call this line AB or BA. Doesn't matter, because it's a set of all points that extends in that opposite direction. Okay. Also, there's this line. It's BE, and we can call it the opposite, EB, if we wish. Once again, I'm going to place a symbol. That's not a very good line symbol. It's got a dip there. It has arrowheads on both sides. So line AB, line BE. A point shared by 2 lines. Well, obviously, these 2 lines intersect right here, and that's point B. A plane. How do we name this plane? Well, the way we do it is we find 3 points that are not in one line. For instance, I'm going to take D, B, and E. Notice E and B are in a line, but D is not, so I can make that into the plane. So I'm going to name it D, B, E. Just like that. Or I could make it BED or EDB, any combination, or I could actually use incorporate the other 2 points if I wanted to. But that's 3 points, name a plane. Here it's example number 2. It says use a diagram to give a possible name to each of these figures. It says 3 different line segments. Well, remember, line segments do not extend forever. They have endpoints. So I've got TU, and that's just a line segment. The line segment doesn't have any arrowheads, TU. So all the set of points, including the endpoints TU in between. I've got TV. TV would be a good one. And UV as well. That takes care of 3 line segments. TU, UV, TV. Of course, I can reverse the order as well. 3 names to name this. 3 ways to name this line. Well, again, there are more than 3 ways, but there's TU with the arrowheads on both lines, or on both ends. TV, same thing. And UV, extending in either direction infinitely. 6 ways to name rays. Well, I can name, this is where order matters. So if I want a ray extending this way, I'll need to name it UT because it starts at the end point, U, and continues infinitely in the direction of T, UT. I can also name it VT. If I want to extend it from V, endpoint V, and through T and beyond, VT. Another way, I can also name a ray as a, in the other direction, I can name it as TV. If the endpoint starts here at T and extends forever in that direction through V. There's another one, and then TU, same thing, starts at that endpoint and extends on forever. I can also start at the at U, and I'm going to go ahead and start with U and go through V for another ray. So that's ray UV. I think I've got most of it. I've only got 5 here. Oh, I've got UT, VT, TV, TU, and now I've also can name this particular ray going in this direction VU. VU. That's the only one that I have that's missing. So it starts at V and goes through U infinitely. What's another name for ray TU? Well, since it's starting here and going through there, we could also call that, well, it still has to have the same endpoint, TV. TV. It goes right through U, right through V, on into infinity. Now, this is your problem. 3 problems for your complete the problem. Your CTP. It says, name the geometric figure suggested by each of the following. A page of a book, a dot, also called a pixel on a computer screen, and the path of a jet across the sky. So what are those reminiscent of? Number 2 is it says, explain how XY is different from, ray XY is different from line XY. And then finally, explain how line segment AB is different from line AB. All right, we'll see you in class.